Tathagata earth holder king I prostrate. Taryata om thare thare tharanye pande swaha. Oh, it says 21 times at least. It says we should recite this 21 times or 54 or 108 times.
A billion times.
My mala is not long enough.
No eating breakfast, no dinner, no lunch. No sleep. Okay. Sashi, because you mean the drama. Sanga Chitame the Boya, Druganam the Javara, I Damanguru, Namadalaganeta, Sanjay Jutan, Soka Tonamala, Tantavatan, Sanjay Sanjay Deve la benja senda chunzi membe umbatana labatoro deve sunneji. Tambe chane jimi jima la to lozo jive sunatasi. Jene samla chuchikachi chugu yedaye jijitani mamba yende seva chiba imbe. Tete anda sambarji jidinam yesanga sunda chevarandara dunimba cheve. Namo laika dalda nujinga chumutalam yekanam drawa kunji chana chisambatam jiga. I will do the blessed speech I which I received from Tabje Kite Sanchi Rinpoche. Tabje Chong Rinpoche was going to give but didn't happen. So there are different visualizations from the different lamas. And then with the motivation, I'm going to do from there, so you get the loom or transmission of that. I read also the motivation from there, so it becomes motivation for the ordination, but also you can receive loom. In that way, it is more power, more benefit, more power, and then also when you so also you can give the room to others. So there's more benefit. So that. So you have to you have to generate yourself deity. So Ranyel hustle jetang tu. So Ranyel hustle clarify yourself deity. So I guess those who haven't received the initiation, you can visualize Guru Shakyaman and Buddha. That subject advice, maybe that doesn't require initiation. Guru Shakyaman and Buddha meditation, you become Buddha, that might be okay. So because of the present founder of the Buddha Dharma. So Rinpoche thought it might be okay. But the generic or medicine Buddha, those you need initiation to visualize yourself. So you can visualize Buddha, as Rinpoche said. Those who haven't received initiation. Then those who have received initiation, Loa Tantra, generously or great initiation, generously or the highest Tantra, whatever. Any initiation, great initiation, not general, great initiation you receive, then you visualize that, or your own, or if you have your own deity. Or go in the supermarket, department store or supermarket to buy deity, your own deity. Maybe go in the shops where there are many mannequins. How to say? What? Mannequin. So this, so we mentioned that. So here in my note, Lama Desha said, while you're reciting mantra, no, that don't want time, but just somebody, one. So before you finish number, then between that, if you while you're reciting mantra, you speak the ordinary words, you see. If we cut the mantra, then the word is staked by purva, and then the power of the mantra is taken away. Yeah, this is said by Lama Atisha. Then the Kasuri. It is mentioned from Katamba teaching, Tenrim. From Katamba teaching, Tenrim. I got maybe not print, but I got one earlier, many years ago. Geshe Maharaj printed it, and I got one. Didn't get to read. Big book. So anyway, so there it says, without blessing speech, you see what happens is that if you eat garlic, it power of speech, it takes away 7 days. So it destroys or takes away. Then only in 5 days takes away the power of speech. Then radish in 9 days takes away the power of speech. Then nettle, and then half a year. Oh, nettle is very delicious if you know how to make. Tasty. Very delicious. But if you don't do speech, then so so it takes away the power speech half a year. Then if you eat the sort of animal tongue, so just terba, I didn't know what it is. What is that? I didn't get a check. So if you eat that, maybe pigs, chickens have tongue? No. Pigs and maybe the sheep and the kind of very ignorant sort of animals. So the tongue, if you eat, and it's terrible, I have to look at it. But that takes away your whole life, its speech power. Expand the kata potential. So any animal that's so full, a mutant, so full, so due to that dependent arising, then if you eat the heart, then your wisdom it harms your wisdom. So in very full nature, in a very ignorant nature, because of the pork, pig heart, and and things like that, sheep heart or so harms by that dependent arising in the harms the wisdom. If you eat and the harms your wisdom. So to stop, to prevent all these dangers, then the pleasant speech. So this Kasuri makes, as you know, that is written there, makes speech perfect. And whatever you recite, it becomes 10 million mantra. Whatever you recite, 10 millions. And then the power mantra cannot be taken away by the black food. Once I mentioned, cannot be destroyed, cannot take away the power of the mantra by the black food. And fourth one, since blessing speech done, then that day, how much you gossip, then all those gossiping becomes a mantra. Reciting mantra. So that's the fourth. And then Kasuri, I don't know. If so generally, after the recitation mantra, if you recite, say, your body, speech, mind, so with your body, spirit, mind, you collect merit. Whatever merit collected at the end. So reciting mantra or something. At the end, you do vowels, consonants, the I, U, really. Then all consonants, dependent on writing mantra. If you recite 3 times, then any mantra you have recited before, then you are able to complete. This is Nagarjuna's hard practice. It's very powerful. Or like during retreat or even normal. So after you finish number of treatment, then you recite that. It's mentioned many times in text. That advice. So then you see, if you are teaching Dharma, powerful, it become powerful for other sentient beings, beneficial. And even you are doing consultation, even you're doing consultation, giving advice or consultation, people have problems, until becomes more effect, has more effect. There are other people to listen, to follow. So I was explained quite a few times by Zia about Coca-Cola. If I drink Coca-Cola, then I will get cancer. She mentioned a few times. But it didn't affect my mind. But I went to Salt Lake. There's 2 daughters of one of my teacher, Guru Gomurmache. He has 2 daughters. So 2 daughters. So not the younger one, the Gomor, but they passed away and reincarnated to the younger daughter. And not the one, but the elder daughter, Pema, because her name is Pema. What's her name? Pema, but she's a member of, leader of Tibetan, but also American, I think, some leader, I think. So she told me only one time. She told me only one time. At the younger daughter's house. She told me only one time. And she said, when you come next time here, she'll be able to not drink Coca-Cola. I mean, that's... but she said only one time, and then stopped. So I never had a problem in the airplane missing Coca-Cola or... never had a problem. Yeah, so speech has a lot of power. Yeah, that's power of speech. So like that. Anyway, I don't know whether she did plain speech or not, but speech is power. You see, it's like that. Benefit or not, you have to understand. If you make your speech powerful, then to teaching or you advise to people, then they listen to you. then, yeah. Just some like, go there, go for it, visit the trip, 3 rare some like once. Guru Buddha, as a Buddha Dhamma Sangha, developing Sanjay to show them benefit for all the trans migrant beings, cheap Sangye. Total cessation of spirit, completion of all the realization of the thought, 3 times in there. Then you appear in deity. So, yeah, so not just to change that body from human being, from a truly existent human being, human body to deity, truly existent deity, not like that, just body change, mind didn't change, not like that. So you purify by meditating, looking at the real I, looking at the real I, empty as it is empty. Or dependent, this not gross dependent, subtle dependent arising. The person gives view. The extremely subtle, the most subtle, that's most most surprising thing to discover that. Extremely subtle depend rising. There's the I. There's no real I, but there's the I, existing mere name. So all that. However, then you see, wisdom seeing this, then we see. Plus, and then you see genuine deity, not all that emptiness, then deity. Then on top of your tongue, and then there's then the transformer moon disk, and on top there's an Om. White Om. Then on white Om, so you see, now one thing, Om. A-U, Ma, Om, A-U, A-U, Ma, 3 sound met Om. A-U, Ma, Om. So, so Om, white Om, on the starting from the front, white Om in the center, starting in the front, then vowels, white, the Ali, clockwise, right, circled from the right side. Look away, then Om A E U Li O Anga so that one. Then after that, then starting from front, then Kalimabo, the left side, the red consonant. Then the the Omkaka Tata Tajanya, Tata Tadana, Tata Tadana, Papa Pabama, Yara Lava. Their choice. Shaka Satya Swa or Shasha Satya Swa. That's, you can recite in other way you like. So that's there's a Geshe Machato's brother. I asked him, so he's among that Sanat who knows well, who knows most Sanskrit. So they are given, they are advised by his owner to translate from Tibetan text into Sanskrit. So he said, Shaki, no, Shasha, Shasha, Satya, within Tibetan different writing. Shasha Satya Swa or Shaka Satya Swa. Then you know then blue color depend rising meant start from here, then the right side circles towards right side of ground. I mean, so then recite the continuity. Yeah. So that. Yeah, the recitement. The Yedama. Yedharma. Hitupalbava. Hitunde. Ken tatakdo. Yodada. Tekenza. Yunroda. Yamvadi. Yo. So you have to stop. Tekenza. Yo. You have to stop there. Then Niroda Evam Badi Mahashramana Soha. So you stop the row. If you don't stop the row, then the sounds meaning become very strange. And so then the female organ be destroyed. So that it has that comes that meaning. You are Niroda, you will recite that. So you have to stop yo. Then Niroda Yamvadi Mahashamane Sohas. So there's several benefits of that mantra. For example, consecration, then all the wisdom, all the Buddha's wisdom to abide, stabilize with the holy object. Yeah, I forgot now. That's very important, several benefits. Then, Savangatang was a kitchen, dead Amadayi. Sungat to Nasundang. Punto can see in the Tashitaka number of Tibetan Yangalita Aleomita and Namachit Aiju. They have come to the Shinda generation Jews. So the syllables for mantras beams immediate way. White beams immediate way. Then Bodhisattvas and so forth, who are beyond from samsara, beyond the world. And who are beyond from the world, will be not beyond from the world. Those are sage who has, with the sage you see, they don't speak, keep silent. So they their speech has a lot of power, and they have actualized the truth of the words, the truth of the words they actualize. So, their speeches, they speak, it has a lot of power. So that and yogis, the power of speech. In the form of blessing of speech power, in the form of 3 mantras and the perfect 7 kings, royal 7 kings, and at auspicious science, absorbed in tongue. See? So, so you see, all those who have been from all the Buddha Sabas and those who have not been from samsara, and all those who have actually the truth of the words and all the yogis. So you say, the blessing power, sorry. In the form of in the form of the kasure, it has to be sign absorbed from all of the light rainfall, light snowfall, absorbed here. Then eight substances absorbed in the form of 8 substances. So the numberless Buddhas placing power, Holy Spirit in the Buddhas. So 8 substances. Then 7 reality. 7 reality, yeah.
It says this, 7 sublime, precious objects of the king's reign.
Yes, 7 reality. So absorbed, yeah. So absorbed. So absorbed. It says the numberless Buddhas, the blessing of speech, they know this, as a so used to the blessing of speech and power. Yes, so then you see mantra, 3 types of mantra, different absurd. So the mantra which you have on the tongue. So we see wonder what, in the form what light, when the what light came the first one, from the numberless Buddhas. those who have been samsara, those who are in samsara, then you see your whole body filled with the white light and then purified, rigidity by the obscurations who collide with the body from beginningless rebirth are totally purified. From beginningless rebirth up to now, totally gone. So that can, yeah. So when the white light came, like sunbeams, and that it came from there. Oh, that. Then, so here the visualization, which is not directly mentioned there, but there also the commentary mentioned purification as well. One explanation, one commentary. So then red beams imitate the blessing power, Spirit, Holy Spirit, in the power of red beams. Then red beams it went through the body, I mean the whole thing. Then negative karma, delusion, delusion, the obscuration collected with the speech from beginner's rebirth up to now, totally gone. Then you do the same thing, see. Advanced spatial science and in those form, advanced spatial science, add substances and add reality into them. Then the three-color mantra. So then next one, the blue, the blessing power in the form of blue light came. Then, blue light came through the body and is purified. Obscuration collected with the mind from beginningless rebirth up to now, totally gone, purified. Then you see they do the same thing. Advanced spatial science in the form of spatial science substances and seven reality and the three different color mantras up to so then then you see the dependent right mantra, observe the consonants and observe the vowels, and then to observe the Om, to the central Om, then Om observe the Mundisk. Mundisk, the Mundisk absorbed to the Ah. So you see, so here's one suggestion, like 6 syllables. I think it's better to visualize in Tibet. Hung and syllables are at least that symbol was written in the Tibetan, because you see this there's a small you have to know that small then there's a 3 like this. So you see there's some in Tibetan like this. There must be a stem in Sanskrit, there's a couple. So there's reason for all these syllables. There's small, then there's all this, there's a reason. No, it's not just without reason, just put there. It's not like somebody want like somebody interested in the food. But there is not like that. It's not like that. So it has a purpose. So I think it's better to visualize in the deities, sadhanas practice, better be syllables, better Tibetan, not English. Then I say, if you are going to do, Dharmakaya meditation, the Hung, for example, Hung, this is the 5 things. So You going to in English? How you going to? With H or U-N-G, how you going to? You understand? That's the reason. Better to, in Tibetan, it's 5 things and it expands. So, so that's, each one has a meaning, all of that. So, English, I don't know. But I never heard that question yet. So, that's my suggestion. You go English, whom, and then how you going to? So, for example, I'm giving an example. So, is not. So, is like this. Not just but you see, has this, then this. So, it has a meaning. So, you have to visualize. Okay, so that's observed to the moon. No, that observed the moon. Then, the Om observed, moon. Then, then the observed then that observed tongue. So become the brown color, brown, or say brown. I mean, the color, brown color. Maybe think so solid, and the power they received is so powerful, so unshakable, solid. Something like that, I think maybe useful. That's all. That's all transmission done. So without blessing speech, if you recite mantra, the mantra doesn't become very powerful. A mantra doesn't have power. If you don't do a blessing speech. Okay, this is the advice of Tripchen Chungpo, great yogi. Tripchen Chungpo, the great yogi's name is Chungpo. Chungpo is Garuda, Chung. Great yogi. His advice, bliss speech. I think maybe. Okay, so now Sambara Bemana Sara Mahazao, Samara Bemana Sakara Mahazao. So there's 7 times recite. So in the mantra you recite becomes 100,000 times. It is mentioned from Chakra Sutra, completely dedicated. Sutra of the Chakra, completely dedicated. Says Yongsung Kolodo from that sutra I mentioned. And then Om Rutir Ramani Pravataya Hum, so by reciting 7 times in below of the mala. Then any mantra, all the mantra that is taught by Tathagatas, Buddhas, then it becomes, it increases. Not just 10 million, but billion, I think. It's a billion? Not just 10 million, but billion, I think. Even billion like this, but 100,000 times. So even that many. So it increases the empowerment. So it is said from Sutra, no jeve shamekang. So celestial mansion developing the jewel. Then Chetara gana Hong Shiso. I don't remember 100% that don't remember 100%. Maybe I received from Dongla Rinpoche, I'm sure. Received something from Tepche Rinpoche about past life, but maybe not this mantras. So that Tetaragana Hungry Soa. So you recite here it is 3 times in this text, but it also said 7 times. And then you spit, under the hill. Then so, but you are wearing shoes. So I would think under the shoes, and the chapel or whatever you're wearing. So blow, spit around the shoes, whatever you're wearing. So, so they're touched on the insect, So without seeing, without seeing that if they were crashed into your shoes, then all those creatures died into your feet and went into your shoes. They will be born. They don't get reborn in the lower realm. They get born in 33 realm, Deva realm, 33. The top the Mount Miro, the 33 realm. It is mentioned in Jambal Taju, Rur Tantra of the Mantukasha. So, since we're shoes, Buddha do under the speed and the shoes. That if you are, well, I'd say if you want to walk with the insects, outside or inside or something, without seeing. So that. So I suggest also research. You research. Speed the wheel of the car before you drive. Wheel of the car around with touch on the earth. You speed by reciting the mantra. So under the wheel, how many insects get in case when killed, then they don't get reborn organs. The other one is, of course, if you have Namjalma protection, Namjalma mantra in the South car, then they say all the insects who get crushed or who die under the wheel, they all they get purified and they all get reborn higher realms, and then no one gets reborn in the lower realm. So they like that. Yeah, but of course, but thinking that, then you drive all the children, so rabbits or what else, I don't know. So then I think after a few minutes you'll go retreat in prison. So you see, here, if you're walking in the grass field, so what are the tiny insects flying away, escaping away? All those just don't go just like that, like kind of mindless, no mind, like you don't have mind. You must recite this, blow. If there's a lot of insects, you must blow, and your shoes, and then you go. If you have to go. So that big, so must say, if you have to go, then you bless, you speak to end the shoes, and like that. So you see, to benefit as much possible. So that. And then katsure, the katsure, daridara bendere so, men narbete, daridara bendere so, daridara ni bendere so, not that one, daridara bendere so. There are other mantras, but this is enough. That's other mantras for, to multiply the number of mantra so much. There are other mantras, more mantras. But how you dar bandara so, that is a good research. So that becomes a kind of the mantra that you recite, numberless. So last then so if you can say Dhammankara Sutra or Ayasana Sutra, Golden Light Sutra, anything, anything like this, before make sure you remember that Pendara Sutra, ni, no, Pendara Sutra. So that it becomes numberless. What you read becomes unbelievable, so many number. Increases. So it's so powerful. For purification, but also a success. What are we going to recite before that? So that, okay. Can you recite this one? It is there? No. Gyawaka Sangpa. I received the collections of teachings what Gyawaka Sangpa taught or practiced. From Zopa, the Pama Sambas, born from Lotus, that place, the leg. So I received from the abbot of the monastery, Zigger Monastery. So I received a few. So this one, it says, there's so many meditators meditate on the generation state, but the highest one is meditate on the guru. So there's so many people who recite mantra, but there's nothing higher than requesting guru. Now when you request continuously to the guru, then without separation, you will get experience. So anyway, so explains the root guru, who is the guru who is the root of all your happiness, including enlightenment. So I make a request. So there. This I don't remember. I got the room. I don't remember. So But you can do that. So this I may have a room that 100% that remember this, with the condomatic thing washing. But I don't remember exactly. But, what comes after that? What was that? Okay, yeah. Nama nawa na tinan. Nama nawa. Nama nawa tinan. Tadagada ganga kaganan. The Walgan couldn't you that said that son. Pabor it says Margaret Telawar so yes, I need so to the room. Correct, to do correctly. Naman nawa nawa tinan. Tadakada gangan. Tadakada ganganan. Dawaluganan kudini. Yudashasta sasanan. Babor Murgule Talawari Swa. Nama nawa tinan tadagada ganganan. No. Nama nawa tinan tadagada ganganam. Bawaluganan. Tadagada ganganam. Dawaluganan. Which is stops nen, but which is middle nam. Kudini dashata sasan nen. Umbobori, Teri, Moluguri, Talavari, so that is a room from Capture Junglers, which all the Takpur, the aperture. It was aperture in Baksa, Salame, Secret Lama to pass by. Maybe almost a year. So now this one. Well, that's the difference one syllable. Triyate, Savatada Shritaya Garbe. Okay, people mentioned that, yeah. People mentioned that. So this is Namanavatina. It's incredible benefits. Incredible benefits I have. I'm kidding. So the famous about relic is there the mantra. So this is the mantra, what it is. So meaningful to so many incredible purification by seeing, touching, so it's so. So this, if you recite this, if you it is mentioned that in English. If you recite this, you see, whatever, 7 times or or 21 times, or whatever. So that day, animals, ants, I'm not sure, but animals, dogs, cats, birds, people, anybody who hear your voice, it purifies the tamenga, 5 heavy negative karma without break. You see, even the other negative karmas, lighter ones, because they get delayed. Lighter negative karmas, you don't delayed. And then heaviest one, or the heaviest one is negative karma, collect with the guru. So, Brother Samaya, or the angry or heresy, they give up to the Dharma connection, then you give up on those guru, those things. But the Samenga is so heavy, kill the father, mother of this life, kill the arhat, who are free from some, kill the arhat, cause blood Buddha, this the amount of sanghas, these 5. So anybody who creates this negative karma, if you recite in the morning or in the daytime, whoever hears your voice, it purifies the tamenga, the negative karma. Do you understand? You must remember that. So, this not only the 10 virtues, no question. Tamenga is very heavy negative karma. Animals, people, anybody who hear your voice, this tamenga which they collected, either one of them or all the 5 get purified. Not only this life, in the past lives as well. So you have to know that's one of the very powerful benefits, but there are many others. So this is very important. So you're talking to somebody, or you recite a mantra, or whatever, your voice, they hear your voice, then it purifies the tamenga, the very heavy negative karma. So anybody who hear your voice, or even you sing song, if you, for example, if you are lady, what's her name? Gota, huh? Gaga. If you are Gaga, then if you are Lady Gaga, if you are Lady Gaga, then millions of people come. Of course, when his own teacher, they don't, I don't know, but New York Park, many people came. So, many, I don't know. How many? 15,000 or, huh? 50,000. Wow. That's it. Yeah, but usually but the Lady Gaga, if you are Lady Gaga, then millions of people come. You see, then she sing, or she talk, sing. Or if she recited this mantra in the morning, ba, 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 ba. So you see, those millions of people come, they get, or they even very heavy karma, tamenga, get purified. So no question about 10 and virtue. No question of 10 and virtue. But then don't think, 10 and virtue not pure. But no question of that. You understand? So that's, you must know that. So you see, even by reciting this mantra, by knowing, by coming to know of this mantra, you get incredible opportunity to purify and to help the sentient beings. You understand? So we are unbelievable fortunate to meet Tibetan Buddhism. You understand? this one time, just about one time we received human body, present. So then the minute tria de sawatata gada garbe zora tamatu garbe sarana ayu samshe de ya pa sawatata gada samandra usinicha bemale bijute so ha. So the just question is one syllable. This one purifies. You are purifies. Unbelievable power. You are tamanga, your own nirkama. So no question. Number two, even the very heavy one get purified by reciting this. You understand? You should know. I should know that. But you see. Now this mantra taught by Buddha Dorten Jawachu. So now this came from Tibetan book, from Tibet, a book from Tibet. It's a book that great Lama, one who was very knowledgeable, great Lama, organized, put together this book, how to do power to people who died with many young lamas, how to benefit others. So now to the power, people died, or how to consecrate, or many things like this. Meditation, when you give blessing, how to think, all of that. So helping the young Incan lamas, so great Lama has put together these practices, So in there, the Shi, days, only the Shi. So, and they explain the benefits and all that. So, but in the Kanjuru, what I saw is three days. So, well, the Buddha, what's her name? I was a Singapore nun. So she checked in Kanjuru, but she could not find, I don't know what, whether she checked each page or not, I'm not sure. Whether she checked each page or not, it means the reason for Kanjuru. So, she could not find, but I'm not sure whether she read each page or not. So I thought to ask the Lama in Tibet, ask Sean, the monk, to maybe you can ask the Lama in Tibet, and we see from which text he saw this mantra. So that I know some source, and I'm sure, not a mistake, but the great Lama, he would have revised and do that. And so, so that's, you see. But I didn't get done that. So Sean didn't get to ask in Tibet. Also, you need to get the address from the book. Then maybe can communicate. You can ask the group people who produce the book, and then ask the Lama. So, but he gave two texts, not this mantra, but different mantra. Maybe Trate, but it's something that doesn't help. Anyway, so okay. Trate, I think there is lung that the Kanjuru. I think might well say that lung, no lung. Okay. So I think that's Ale. Antigen shawa sanjin jawa la chatro. Da tom dar ni been this so as a success. So, consider a mala or 21 times or 7 times, doesn't matter. So, what else? Anything? What? Anything left?
There's no other mantras.
Huh?
No other mantras.
Then you can recite Shiva. Om Shiva. If you want to recite more mantra, Om Shiva. Something. Okay. So now, okay. Yeah. So. So, yeah, can we can begin from Lama, Sangye Lama too. Okay, the precepts. I'm not going to talk about to the motivation letter, the motivation, the lung of the motivation letter. So that, yeah. Lama Sangye, refugees. Yeah, chant.
This is page 27 in the book, in the prayer book. The Guru is Buddha, the Guru is Dharma, the Guru is also Sangha. The Guru is the creator of all happiness. In all the Gurus I take refuge. The Guru is Buddha, the Guru is Dharma, the Guru is also Sangha. The Guru is the creator of all happiness. In all the Gurus I take refuge. Then page 28. With the thought designed to liberate transmigratory beings, I always take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha until the heart of enlightenment is achieved. With perseverance, acting with wisdom, compassion and loving kindness in front of the Buddhas for the benefit of others, I generate the thought of full enlightenment. With the thought of desiring to liberate transmigratory beings, I always take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha until the heart of enlightenment is achieved. With perseverance, acting with wisdom, compassion and loving kindness in front of the Buddhas for the benefit of sentient beings, I generate the thought of full enlightenment. With the thought desiring to liberate transmigratory beings, I always take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma and Sangha until the heart of enlightenment is achieved. With perseverance, acting with wisdom, compassion and loving kindness in front of the Buddha, I generate the thought of full enlightenment. Om Namo Bhagavate Menzara Tathagata Arahate Samyak Buddhaya Hayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Benza Benze Maha Bija Mahabodhi Jita Benze Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Kamana Benze Tawakama Avarana Bishutana Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Benzara Pamatane Tathagatai Arahate Samyak Buddhaya Dayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Biya Benze Mahabodhi Chitta Benze Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Kamana Benze Tawakama Avarana Bishudana Benze Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Benze Sarapametan Tathagatai Arahate Samyak Buddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Mahabhiya Benze Mahabodhi Mendo Pasam Kamana Benze Tawakama Avarana Bishudana Teyeso. By the power of truth of the three rare sublime ones, the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the great wealth of the completed two types of merit, pure and inconceivable sphere phenomena, may these powers of clouds of offerings arising through transformation by the Bodhisattvas, Arya, Samantabhadra, Manjushri, and so forth, unimaginable and inexhaustible, equaling the sky, arise and in the presence of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions be received. Seven in practice, on page 31. We'll pause at the fourth line for rejoicing. I prostrate reverently with my body, speech and mind. I present clouds of every type of offering, both actually arranged and mentally animated. I confess all my negative actions and downfalls collected from beginningless time. I rejoice in the virtues of ordinary beings and Aryas. Please remain until the end of psychic existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for my transmigratory beings. I dedicate my own and others' virtues to great enlightenment.
그래. Anyone passes here? 33. This Papanga's chanting. So begin. I think maybe my mistakes. Sometimes my chanting is confused. So the beginning two words after together. Oh, mother, yes, and Chamoyende Goroji Yenin Shezo. So beginning is Oh Malu Zeme so like that. The Papungas were chanting. Then I go to something you Latam. Oh, Latam, something. It's again, Malism also okay, the one before. Yeah. Because tamje tu ni so so don't begin to together. So listen I want to suggest that to double the chanting, double the chanting. Just say I'm not I'm not I'm not a good example of chanting, but these small here they pay attention. They're very small, they're going up and down. So then that makes beauty. They chanting, but without that, then becomes I mean, general shape there, but yeah. So I just 2 words. It's okay. So, so what the so I forgot my account chapter 7 century, but you see the chapter 7 so before giving, then you have to take. So I forgot, came down. I mean, I could take here before giving. So I took, that's what I'm sitting on while you're doing prayer. So I did that. So once apologized, I should come down and take the precept, but that so it takes time. So going up and down, so they so taking precepts, vigilant Buddha, that finish. Okay, so now repeating the prayer. Okay, so the motivation. So need people. It's hard to develop words. I haven't read the text, Lamrim, but if you read, then even I say just names, and then you get the whole idea. You see, then that's very feeling very deep, So it's each word is very deep. Like ocean, very wide and very deep, like that, you see. If you have read the Lambram, so when you hear the words, otherwise, it doesn't make much meaning, so, because you don't know, so that. But of course, it's so fortunate just to hear Dharma. So this one time we have received the most precious image, but special perfect image, but there's one time, just about one time. So able to the precepts, wow, Etmana precepts, wow, so the Kasuri, I'm going to mention later more, but the Kasuri, the short one, four harmonious brothers, Tumba Punshi, four harmonious brothers. So and I think maybe Kashika or India, but maybe Kashika, I'm not sure. So crops grew well, and everything went well, and rains come right time, and everything so perfect, so developed the country. So a king thought I did, and ministers thought I did, and many people thought I did. So then the minister suggested that go in the forest to ask the sage, who did this? So they went to see the sage in the forest, and the sage said, "There's none of you. It's not done by any of you." In the forest, there's a elephant. Spread the 5 precepts to the other elephant, and the monkey spread the practice the 5 precepts and spread to other monkeys. And what was that? After that monkey. Rapid, yeah. Rabbit practice 5 precepts and then spread to others. And the bird practice 5 precepts and spread others. Oh, because of that, or because of their practice in some medical, some practice 5% pressure. Wow, do that. Then the country developed. So then country is so much developed, economic. See food, I mean the crops grow well and everything, rains come right time and everything's perfect. And you see kind of like no scared water, no water. Before there's plenty water, now there's no water or earthquake or no food and all this. Before some no food and even the food grows, worms eat, rabbits eat, people don't get food and all these problems they don't. So everything perfect, all that because of this animals capital pressure. So it seems maybe I'm not sure the elephant is maybe manifestation Ananda, Buddha's attendant. Then one is Buddha's brother, this Jungao. Jungao, the Buddha's brother, no, that one manifestation. That's I don't tell about the story now. So that's not. So I don't know. Then one I don't remember. So bird is I think the manifestation Buddha. So they practice like this. So that helps so much control. Okay, now we hear 8 persons. Oh, so then you see, sorry. This is not only purpose. Purpose is here you to achieve, you to actualize the whole path to enlightenment. You to become enlightened, omniscient mind. Then you free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara, bring to a sangye, total elimination, obstacle, completion of realization, all that. That is the major purpose. But by the way, there are many other. It helps the country. So yeah. So do you see? Yeah. So really, it completely changes. So this is not at the moment. This way our developing country through good karma is not discovered in the West yet by the scientists. By the scientists, maybe most people are scientists. So Western scientists haven't discovered yet. This come from good karma. You understand? Not discovered yet. It's come from by living pure life, by living the precepts. Not harming others. They don't know yet. They haven't discovered yet. They only look outside. Outside. And also contents also to not earthquake. How to do to not earthquake. This is one of the reasons. So this includes, that's one of the answer. So many things to not have obstacles to develop the country. Economic. So all this not discovered yet in the West. But I'm not saying nobody understands. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the government or the social scientists haven't discovered yet. So so doesn't know how to trouble earthquake. If there's danger, so things like that don't know what to do. But, they call natural disaster, not without depending on karma. Natural disaster. It is no cause and conditions. No cause and conditions. It happened by itself. This is totally wrong. Totally wrong. It's a thing, independent. Not, it's a dependent rising. Without karma, it's possible. But, you see, the thing is independent, No one can stop independent. So, even Hindus, in Darjeeling, they do fire puja, even Hindus, to stop earthquake. When I was in Darjeeling, so it's not same, but of course there's some similarity. But anyway, so that's one answer. You see, come to bad ways. That's one thing. But generally like this. So that's the bad way. So that helps very much. I'm in the world. I'm the United States, and see the area. So. Benefits vast, like living in the sky. The benefits of taking precepts, advantage. 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 5 precepts. So that's yeah. So now, yeah, we just do that. We don't need to. Not going to say much about it. So yourself, as I said already, yesterday, yourself, you see, from beginner's report, experienced numberless times, all the narak, the hell suffering. The 8 major hot suffering, 8 major cold suffering, then 6 or 4 the neighborhood suffering, then ordinary hell. Experience numberless time, yourself. In Buddha, omniscient mind, every omniscient mind cannot see the beginning. You understand? The omniscient mind cannot see the beginning. Wow. That's something really we have to think about. We have to really think about, bring the mind here. Don't let it distract outside, but think really, even yourself, how it has been in the past. Really scary, really unbelievable, most scary. Even, it's more scary than tiger eat you. Tiger eat you, but this beginningless suffering. Wow, beginningless suffering. Wow, Okay. Then now hunger ghost. Suffering, I'm not going to go through suffering. Those who read Lamrim, who maintain Lamrim, don't know. Numberless. From beginning. Then the animal suffering. Wow. All the different animals. Wow. Numberless. From beginning. Suffer. Then human beings suffering, Sura beings suffer, Asura beings. Numberless. So, yeah, you see, but due to ignorance, can't remember. even you can't remember life before, past life. Even past life don't remember. Even you don't remember in being in mother's womb, you don't remember. That you can't say no. Because if you don't remember, you have to accept that. If you don't believe past life, but you have to accept came from mother's womb. Came from father's womb. Not came from father's womb, yeah. Came from mother's womb, you have to accept, even though you don't remember. Or your brothers, your family see you came from mother's womb. So, wow, just think that. So that's... So if you don't practice Dharma this life, this one time, you say, didn't practice Dharma. Oh, there can numberless, endless samsara. Numberless experience all the sufferings again, numberless times, without end. This samsara has no end. Again. So we don't think seriously, like I myself, like that. Don't think seriously. And that, now, that can happen anytime. This precious opportunity, this precious opportunity, not only precious, perpetrating Dharma, but mind teaching, that you can achieve enlightenment. The other one, you see, less path, you can be free from samsara. But here, mind, you can achieve enlightenment. Tantra, you can achieve enlightenment in one life, and mind tantra in the few lives. In brief lifetime, you can achieve that. Oh, but if you didn't get practice Dharma, it's like, so now, this precious opportunity, this you have, can be stopped anytime. Can be stopped anytime. You can't personate you, you'll be alive tomorrow. You can't personate you, tonight you won't die. You can't personate you, by lunchtime you die. Whether the future life come first or you're the lunch, whether the lunch come first or future life. Sometimes the chimanji, wala kawa chamata, sangha sila mabha chimetala bevari. So in the Buddha Chava, Tavatara, sometimes chimanji wala kawa, so not sure whether the next life will come first or the future life. Therefore, Sangha Sikla member, so without attempt for tomorrow, as so worthwhile to attempt for next life, to my preparation for next. Oh, that. Oh, that. So, can happen. So, you see, it's great, incredible, amazing, incredible, unbelievable, hard to believe this opportunity. Oh, can be stopped anytime. Can be stopped anytime. You never know. Today, so many people die in this world. In mother's womb, after conception, immediately die. After conception, immediately die. Then child coming out. Then middle age, old age. Today, wow, in this world. So not sure you can be there in this group today. Not sure. So, yeah. Yeah, I forgot the other day. Lama Lundru, Lama Pasang, the Lama called two disciples to help govern monastery. So Lama Pasang take care outside, Lama to take care of the discipline, education. He was a key person, always there. I mean, all day with the children, with the monks, with our boys, monks, all day. Himself as if he didn't have to help Kapan, himself would be, retreating as a ascetic monk and just live in the mountains. But the Lama asked to help Kapan, so but the monks, then later nuns, so she, in daytime, complete his life with the boys, watching discipline, education, or things. So I've gone, both. So that before I did, forgot that. So there, So anytime, this precious opportunity can lose anytime, any moment. We're to be really mindful, aware. Then answer, practice Dharma. Lamdrim. You see, that. You see, not only this life, not only to make this life happy, to go to enlightenment. Not even free from something, not even only that. Enlightenment. Why? To free the numberless sentient beings from the ocean, something, to benefit others. Perfectly. One day you do in omniscient mind. So free them from ocean, something, bring to a Buddhahood, total eliminate obstacle, realization. Okay. So that's practice Dharma for that, for sentient. Not only for you, now not only for you, but for numberless sentient. So we're taking precepts, numberless helplings. So just like yourself, this, if that happened now, the precious of incredible, gone, stop. Then, so difficult. Then, so numberless suffering, ocean suffering, Ethereum, without end, we are samsara. So just like that. The unbelievable. The past we talked, the future again. So now the numberless animals, numberless. So they're numberless. People, you just one, but now like that, numberless. It's real. Have to suffer. They already suffered from without beginning. Samsara. Then now again there, so who made Buddha? So but almost nothing. Who have met numberless. Made Dhamma, made your word friend, qualified word friend. So the numberless. So if we see ant or if we see dog, cat or whatever, So any insects we see in the road, people, they suffer. They have been suffering from beginners, but ocean suffering is real. Then again they will have to suffer without end. That's samsara. Numberless, what they have go through, they have no idea. No idea. Goes insects out there. No. But even people no idea. Even the scientists have no idea. Even the scientists have no idea. So, Is it like that? It's like that. So, think of the others. What suffering they have to go through. Numberless. Amazing. What they have to go through. So, okay, so our taking precepts is this numberless, this if we see insect here, or the mosquito, ants, or whatever, make it or it's for them. It's for them. Numberless animals to free from oceans and drinking. Numberless helplessness. You are taking precept today. Numberless helplessness, freedom from oceans. Numberless practice, freedom from oceans. Numberless human beings, numberless universe, numberless human beings, freedom from oceans, bring to enlightenment. Then Sura. Oh, this for everyone, nobody is left, no one slug is left out, no matter how tiny it is, no one is left. For everyone, we are taking the precepts. Oh, but to bring to freedom of oceans, to bring enlightenment, okay? Oh, hi. Oh, how that's so important. You know, just relating to the precepts. How important is how first you are sorry. Now the numberless are now the how important it is for the numberless beings, sentient beings, mother sentient beings, wow. And, you know, so that okay? Yeah, then please repeat this. 조준아 집에 산재당 전주 선바 담지 달라 공소서 러벤 달라 공소서 시당은지 라전바 남지 지정지 그죠 대진 시작바 라전바 양다바르 조베 상지 다장셰 다오 랑모 쳔모 자와 제진 제바 쿠르바와 랑거든 제수 줘봐 세발군도 줘봐 용자 세바 양다베가 레바 남바 줘야도 레바 남바 줘야 시랍진 다기 심전 다만지지 등게지다 판바 자외지다 좋아 자외지다 목에 매와 자외지다 네 매와 자외지다 아나매바 양다바르 너베 창주 내바 또바 자위지 대바 zembe 소중 우리 what 자주게 저게 저는 연도 Zopa 자외 저는 전주는 저는 매바 양다바 Zopa 장주 내바도바 자외 지 태바점에 소좀 양다바 라와 대신도 다민 빌리즈면 your 시지회장 주대내 son대 지제상 니마마시 예바도 semden tam 지지 정예 지당 패바 자외 지당 조화 자외 지당 무게 매바 자외 지당 내매바 자외 지당 마주 매바 자외 지당 내매바 자 라나 매바 그다 전주게 저게 전남 연서 Zopa 자외 지당 안나 매바 양다바 Zopa 장주 내가 Zopa 자외지 태바 zembe 소종 선님은 양다바 라와 니요 좋아주나 시외 산자단 전주 삼바 담지 다라 공주소 러벤 다라 공주소 So here, what you can do is, you're supposed to, all the Buddhas, like clouds gather in the sky, all the Buddhas are that. And then this minor precepts, each minor precepts came from Tantra. This came from Tantra. Came from Tantra. So raw Tantra. So so it involves visualizing the Guru. I'm not saying I'm not advertising I'm Buddha, no. But this here practice Tantra, so it has a came from raw Tantra. So in Kontramayana, the visualize Guru, the essence of Buddha, so you mention like that, thing like that. And then here the aspect of also Buddha, so you have to think like that, for the benefit of the disciples to achieve enlightenment. So that's okay. 지당은지 대신 샤바 다점바 양다바라 조베상지 다장체다고 랑보진보 자와 재신 제버제바 구르바와 랑게된 제수다바 세바군도 자와 용서 세바 양다베가 레바나바 주에도 레바나바 주에 시럽진 다키 심제다만 죄지 전 예제단 펜바 자외제단 조화 자외제단 무게매바 자외제단 내매바 자외제단 되니 그때 마주 매바 자외제단 이제 그때 in order to stop the harm of the four elements, in order to eliminate the name of the that's there. Chantuke Chake Chanam, Yantosaba Tave Jidam, Arana Meba, Yantaba Tove Chantu, Nebataba Tave, Tava Tembe Sojung, Yantaba Lamba, Techintu. Da Mindish them, Biltman your name. She division to the next one day. She says, Nimamachi Debatu. Some gentlemen get to get it down. Pambata Vegetan, Joata Vegetan, Mukemeva Vegetan, Nemeva Vegetan. Matrumeva Vegetan. 정신노바 매와 제외제당 네매와 제외제당 잠지게 지게 전함 여도다와 제외제당 아나매와 아다와 제외찬주 네바다와 제외제 대화 잼배 소중 양다바 라오요. English. All the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas dwell in Chintax. Please pay attention to him. Master, please pay attention. Just as the previous Tathagats, Arahatas, perfectly complete Buddha, who like the divine wise horse and the great elephant, did what I have done, performed action. So these are there's a Edmana Precepts commentary of the Edmana Precepts. I did Dharmasala so many years ago with the Chinalai sisters here, three sisters. Three sisters here, 3 or 4, I'm not sure. So, yeah, long time ago. Then there was one dedication for me. He only said that. So in the commentaries is there. Commentary even want to know what it means. Who like the divine wise horse?
Who like the divine wise horse?
The great elephant.
And the great
did what they have done.
Did what had to be done.
Performed actions.
Performed actions.
Laid down the burden. Subsequently attained their own welfare. Completely exhausted the fetters to existence. And had perfect speech. Well-liberated minds. And well-liberated wisdom. For the welfare of all sentient beings. In order to benefit. In order to liberate. In order to eliminate famine. In order to eliminate war. This I put the accident. In order to stop the harm of the 4 elements. In name of which is there in Tibetan. In order to eliminate sicknesses. In order to fully complete the 37 practices harmonious with the enlightenment. And in order to definitely actualize the result of perfect, complete enlightenment. Perfectly performed the restoring and purifying ordination. Similarly, also I who am called from the time until sunrise tomorrow, for the welfare of all sentient beings, in order to benefit, in order to liberate, in order to eliminate the famine, in order to eliminate war, in order to stop the harms of the 4 elements. So that means the ice mountains falling down in the ocean, then later you see the ocean increasing, then washed by many cities in America and even other Western countries. So this that's great danger. This great danger. So yeah. So somebody who's recognized in Lama or from the Kathak monastery come about to pass away, then a Tibetan man came in New York, where he is. So told him he's the incarnation of that abbot. So with the advice from Dabje Tushim, which was also my guru, so he went to Bhutan and some protector, the oracle, and to get advice, plan to stop all this big danger. This water rise up and then washes by many cities. So prevent that he's planning to build stupa, same size as Buddha stupa. So same size Buddha stupa. This is not New York but outside New York. But he has difficulties. he couldn't get land, and the land, there was one, but already other people bought, and there's not the new one, but it's also buyer. So I was not sure. So things like that. Yeah. Anyway. I met him in Nepal. We made a prayer together at the stupa at night time. So in order to eliminate this, in order to eliminate the harm, stop the harm of the four elements, and then you can think of that. So it includes that. In order to eliminate sicknesses, in order to fully complete the 37 practice, harmonious with the anxiety, and in order to definitely actualize the unsurpassed result of perfect, complete enlightenment, shall perfectly undertake the restoring and purifying ordination. So you have received. Feel that. Yeah. Now, commitment prayer to keep that presence. From now on, I shall not kill. So even here, here today, then this includes even insects. If we kill insects, even insect, no matter how tiny it is, if we kill, then you will be killed due to the karma result. Due to the karma, you will be killed 500 lifetimes. That's the karma result. You killed one insect. As a result, you will be killed 500 lifetimes or more, depending on how much suffered you caused suffering to that, to that sentient being. Also like that. Okay. I shall not steal others' possession. So any valuable thing. And then now I'm explaining to understand. Valuable thing, any valuable thing. You see like dust or the dust of the house. A house belongs to other people. The dust or something is a garbage or some dust, is an not valuable thing. So not like that. So valuable thing. So anything valuable thing. And then you see, sorry. Then you think I got it. Then they completed the stealing. That doesn't belong to you, belong to others. I shall not engage in sexual activity. So here in these 8 precepts, advanced precepts, then any kind of sex, any kind of sex, not engage. And then I shall not speak false words. All words can be as with the body symbolic, the body movement, saying yes or no, or some but a lie or some. Just that night, one words. I shall about intoxicants. From which many mysteries arise. So in the Tibetan prayer, Chang, also mentioned Chang, alcohol, beer. That goes in specific about name. So Chang, beer or alcohol? Huh? Beer, okay. From which many mysteries arises. And then, so there happened, just one example, one monk met outside in the field a lady. One monk met a lady. The lady brings a goat and chang, beer in the clay pot. So asked the monk, after you have sex with me, or kill the goats. And then maybe alcohol. So monk thought cannot kill the goats, it's not sex, but maybe the alcohol is easier. So what happened was monk drank alcohol, then he became drunk. Intoxicated. Then he had sex, he killed the goats and all that. And so that example, that's a good example. So from where many mystery rises, which many mystery rises. So that's just one simple example. I shall not sit on a large and high seats and bed. Large, but the tiger skin or something that develops pride, or things like the bed, large bed or things. Here in the West, they usually beds in the hotels. Usually, in Vinaya, I think the height of the bed is 1 cubit. So usually in the hotels, in the West, usually the bed is higher, a little bit higher. But maybe you have to ask Buddha, which is a little bit beyond. I think this much higher, I think extra. But so maybe to get permission, to not sit higher than that. So I think maybe permission, but bed is a little bit higher. So that's maybe ask Buddha to not sit higher than that. Maybe. Yeah. So, that's up to individual person. I remember one time in the West or somewhere, and I sat on the floor before a long time ago. I shall not eat food at the wrong time. So there's by clock, and then you see after 12. But if you measure by sun, then I think maybe 1:30.
A little bit after 1, I think.
So if you measure by sun, so in the Indian time, measure by sun. So at that, 1:30 or a little bit after 1, so like that. But by clock, then, after, sorry. So maybe after 12 or, maybe after 1 o'clock to not eat. That. Then you see, you have to know one thing. In the evening, you can't have fruit juice that which has starch inside. That creates caca in the stomach. The starch inside juice. So Deputy Second Session Rinpoche asked, apple juice, okay? Then Rinpoche said, no, not even apple juice. But Lama said, he doesn't accept that. But Deputy Second Session said, even the apple juice, he didn't. He said, not apple juice, but Lama doesn't accept that. So anyway, so I think very tranquil, like apple juice, no material inside, then it's okay. I think the main thing is not material. I shall not eat food at the wrong time. So that. Well, I must tell you, so the tea, the Theravadins don't drink tea with milk in the afternoon. I don't know, in the morning they drink not. Anyway, the other countries, India, of course, they drink tea with the milk. In the afternoon, on one thing that I'm talking about afternoon, so as normal is milk tea, I don't think it becomes pure. They're fasting. According to the precepts, I don't think it's because it creates caca. So I don't think it's so if you are going to put milk, maybe very, very, very little, perhaps that. But not that. So in Sri Lanka, I went for Tubing. She was nun that time, so she helped me to come back to Nepal and go to Australia. And she went before, so she knew how to travel to Sri Lanka. So we went to Sri Lanka. Stayed old hotel, British old hotel, and so the story is this: I spent one day in the temple downstairs, upstairs Buddha's truth, and downstairs I did read Buddha Chaptara and I think, and then did prostration by Santara Buddha, long prostration. So every 5 minutes a tourist comes. And the monks came, there were 2 monks, they came down to watch me. The owner of the temple, 2 monks came down to watch me. So at the end, 5 o'clock then finished. So I was there. So there was one Indian man watching the building. So he asked me to come up. So I thought he was taking me. Then I remember in India, sometimes, you get caught. and then you hang up, you're upside down, and then make fire down below, and make, produce oil. I heard like that. So I remember that when the man said to come up. So anyway, I went up, then the two monks, the main owner, the senior monk called. He was very happy to see Tibetan, yeah. So I went inside. They don't speak English, so he gave me Sri Lankan tea, very good. And then he asked me, "Do you want milk or do you want tea?" He said. So for me, milk means white, So I said tea, because the tea means mixed with the milk. For me, it means tea means mixed with milk. So I said tea. So because I mentioned tea, so what they brought was black tea, not milk tea, black tea. So that's perfect, because they don't drink milk tea in the afternoon. They don't drink. So it's perfect. So saying tea, it became, it worked. Okay. I shall avoid perfumes, garlands, and ornaments. So this to do with the attachment, that. Then with the attachment, but then this for Dharma reasons, something, then it's different. As well as the dancing, singing, and so forth. Just as the others, never kill, and so forth. So too shall I abandon killing and so forth. May I quickly attain the supreme enlightenment. May I free this world, disturbed by much suffering, from the oceans of existence. Then repeat it 3 times. Oma moga shela sambara sambara bara bara Masuda Sato Pema Bibugede Buja Dara Dara Samanta Avalogede Umbeso Aha Oma Amo Gashila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Masuda Sato Pema Bibugede Bujandara Dara Samantha Avalogede Umbesoa Oma Amo Gashila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Machuda Sato Bema Bibugede Bujandara Dara Samantha Avalogede Umbesoa. Take it down. Or now together. Oh, 3 done? Oma Mangajela Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sata Bama Bebegade Bujandara Samanda Algade Umbesoa Oma Mangajela Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sata Bama Bebegade Bujandara Samanda Algade Umbesoa Oma Mangajela Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Hatapama Bigade Bujadara Samana Olido Besoa Omama Gajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sutapama Bujadara Samana Olido Besoa Omama Gajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Sato Bama Big de Bajadana Sameda Ludo Beso Mamagajala Zambara Zamba Bara Bara Majuda Bama Big de Bajadana Sameda Ludo Beso Mamagajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Majuda Bama Big de Bajadana Sameda Ludo Beso Mama Gajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mashuda Sadabama Bugade Bujadara Andara Samenda Olgado Bezo Mama Gajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mashuda Sadabama Bugade Bajadara Dara Samenda Olgado Bezo Mama Gajala Sambara Sambara Bara bara ma shuda shuda mama be de bujandara andara saman algado bezo mama gajala sambara bara bara ma shuda shuda mama be bujandara andara saman algado bezo mama gajala sambara bara bara ma shuda shuda mama be de bujandara saman algado bezo mama gajala sambara Sambara bara bara maj Pama buga de boja dara dara samanda lugudum beso wa mama gajara Sambara Sambara bara amar mama boja dara dara lugudum o mama gajala Sambara bara Oma Mangajela Sambara Baramba Majuda Sato Beman Bibig Samenda Babajing in the so they don't have to repeat as a dedication. Babajing in the fold is morality of Dharma rules. Completely pure morality and the morality free from conceit. May I complete the perfection of morality. Yeah, this is only. May all beings everywhere, plagued by suffering of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness, joy, by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid of or belittled. With okay. With a mind weighed down by depression, may the blind see forms and the deaf hear sound. May those whose bodies are worn with trial be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find I said thirsty. And a delicious drink. May the poor find world, may those weak with the sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and purity. May there be timely rain and bountiful harvest. May all medicine be effective, and all prayer bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from the ailment. Whatever disease there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those about to be freed. May the powerless find power, and may the people think of benefiting as long as the space remains, as long as the transformation remains. Until then, I too remain and to dispel the suffering of transformation. Lama never separate from pure path at my board. So Gondo Jawa Zanga Teje Jinyang Zebe Javabe Lanza, the Nyeda Gate Tayanda, Madu Jia Mejo Namdra Sula Lama Tonga. Mejo Namdra Tamejin Dande La Jenja Jebe in the Jeton Jagarin. Lo zo jo do do jo jo adiniga na bande la me namba tawa la ke ta ya lo da me je chin de le ba tong ya mo gu de la me che la san then to be able to cherish every sentient being more than sky filled with the wish-crowned jewel, then diamond or gold. Tane semje tamje la ye shin wo le la be tan jo drive samba ye ta do cheba zemba. Then yourself become wishful and jewel like that, which can treat beneficial for all the sentient beings. Ba tane yin na da zhuwa yi de be ngowa ta da zhuwa da yi la re wa yin zo ji pa san ji ne xin dan da wa zhu. Did all the past, present, future marriage, collector, marriage, marriage, collector, numberless, and numberless Buddhas. Which exists in mere name. May the I do that, may the I who exists in mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood, which exists in mere name. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in mere name. To that Buddhahood, which exists in mere name. By myself alone, who exists in mere name. And Jambalamba Jita Jamba Dagundo Samba, the Ante Jindu, the Dagundi Jisunda, Gawa de Tamjera Dungo, to the Sebe Jawa Tamji Jingo, Gana Chudunga, Yeta Gaveta, Samwa Jera Dungo, and Jeje Jabo, Songa, Jita Namba, Keje Sama, Shiva, Tantun Demon, Tama Sho, Tata Singer. Deve Tanya la tene jawa lo santa baye te baye banjo je. So I come this morning to give teaching. So the if you are taking quite, or if you're taking quite often, then you see you can. My guru, root guru, Kebjitsen, which said, you can have breakfast. But if you're taking at my place very rarely, then one meal is most is better. But if you're taking quite often, then you can have a breakfast. So that was Rinpoche said. So, but I've been going to have breakfast. That was a very good reason, diabetes. Very good reasons, diabetes. Okay, thank you very much.